Happy Saturday, everyone. We're going to jump right into it. Today is going to be a digital sketchbook episode, but it's a redraw episode. Ooh. The piece I'm redrawing, her name is Bubble Pop. I first drew her as a traditional piece in 2020, and then I redrew her in 2021 using Photoshop, I believe. But now I have moved on to Procreate, and it's been a couple of years, so I wanted to see what she'd look like in my current style. So I'm going to give up some disclaimers. Yes, I know I'm going to address the elephant in the room. She is very busty and curvy, and sorry but not sorry. I was going through a phase, and apparently that phase stuck, so here we are. Also, I don't know what it was about my Procreate and my screen recording this week. The screen recording kept giving me so much trouble this week. So there's going to be pockets of footage missing that I thought was recording, and then it just chose not to record. I don't know why. Once I get to said pockets, I will notify you where they are, and then I will talk more about it. Also, for whatever reason, my Procreate kept trying to kick me out this week. And for those who know digital stuff or iPads, yes, I did back things up on the cloud. I did take away items to make room. It was just a funky week for my equipment all the way around. But I did get enough footage to show you, from start to finish as best as I could. So now I'm just going to sit back and relax and let you watch until we get to those pockets, and then I will explain more. But I hope you enjoy the video. So this is where the major mishap happened. So I had just pushed the screen record button, and then Procreate kicked me out, and I thought it was still recording. So I'm sitting here just drawing, living my best life. And wouldn't you know it, when I went to go stop the recording, it wasn't recording. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had went through putting these stars on the second ring around her hair, and it didn't catch any of that. And then the most upsetting part was the fact that it caught none, and I mean none, of me working on her stockings. And that was like a major part. So I kind of felt like I cheated y'all because it was really cool. So if you want to stick around to the end, I'm actually going to do a short kind of tutorial on how I did the stockings, because I think it's very beneficial for someone who's working on something like that, and then the shading and everything. So if you're interested, it will be at the end of the video. Also, it caught none of me cleaning up the lines around her body with the black lining, because I had to make it all nice and pretty. Also, it was not in the original concept of Bubble Pop, but I added shoes this time around because the pose kind of required it. That was a little weird just having her with just stockings. So I gave her some snazzy boots. Well, here you have it. After many crazy technical problems all week and random nonsense, I give you the 2023 version of Bubble Pop. And I have to say, she looks like she takes nothing from nobody, and I wouldn't mess with her. But I am overall very, very happy about how she turned out. What do you guys think? So that's going to do it for the redraw portion. Now we're going to go back to Procreate, and I'm going to do some mock-up stockings so you can kind of get an idea of where I was coming from while I was making them. So here is the lined version of Bubble Pop. I left the bubble because it wasn't bothering anybody. So I'm just going to show you how I did it for just one leg. Of course, it's going to look a little bit different because every time I draw, it's slightly different, but it's the same process. So first off, I take the first set of lines and put them on one layer. Then I make another layer to cross the other lines on top so that I don't mess up or have to come back and erase things on both sets of lines. And this is a good example of what I'm talking about because I ended up not liking the lines at the top of the thigh for both sections. So I ended up redoing them because I wasn't happy. So you see me erasing them right now. And when I'm drawing the lines, I don't know if you noticed, but I have like curves. I go along with how the thigh or the leg would have curved, so it's not flat. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I'm using the syrup brush for lining the stockings. Once I got my layers figured out, then I combine them and I change them all to one color. I just alpha lock it so it only touches the stockings, and I use the Salamanca brush to start blending the shadows and whatnot. Now the highlights, I use the light pen to give it just kind of a sheen, and then I will go over it with the Salamanca brush to kind of dull it out so it's not too overpowering, because I don't want it to look too shiny, but I want it to give it just a little bit of pop so it comes off the screen. And then I go in and do more darker highlights with the darker purple in the crevices so it looks like it's very much 3D. Well, that's going to do it for today's redraw episode. If you enjoyed it and liked what you saw, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Anything to help my tiny little channel grow. Remember, I do have a TikTok and I do have a coffee page. And with the coffee page, you can set up commissions, leave tips, comments, anything to show support any other way. I also have my gallery there, so you can look at that as well. But that is it, and I will be back next week with another episode. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but there will be one Saturday. I love you all, and I'm hoping that you're all having a wonderful weekend. Love you.